Hello, and welcome to Balance, Love, and Kindness, the podcast brought to you by BLK Water. We're at Studio Place LA. I'm your host, Nicole Townend, and today we're joined by content creator Ivan McCombs, aka Ramen King Ivan.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get into this actual ramen, but to start, maybe you could tell us, how did you become like the king of ramen on TikTok?
The king of ramen. Okay, well, I started making ramen videos back in like 2021, really, because everybody was stuck in the house, and like I was like, I eat ramen all the time, and I'm a college student. I was a college student anyway, broke one with that, so ramen was something that like really got me through those times. So I just started like making ramen for videos instead, and then as I started doing it, people started requesting me to like make weirder and weirder things, and I was like, can I like turn this into a lasagna? Let's see if I can turn it into a lasagna, and I did it, and it just blew up. And then my followers, they got, you should call yourself like Ramen King Ivan. Because at the time it was like Sour King, somebody else, Spice King Cam. So it was like all these people in different categories. So I was just like Ramen King Ivan. I was like, all right, bet. So my followers named me that. I didn't choose it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just ran with it.
So it's so organic.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you really were eating ramen all the time. I love that story. And it was getting you through COVID, and then it just blossomed into, you started throwing these interesting, like surprising ingredients in there.
Yeah, I mean, because in college, you don't want to eat the same thing over and over again, right? So you get $20, you go buy like 100 packs of ramen. You can't eat the same thing every single time. So I just started adding like, peanut butter and jelly. What would that taste? That's bad. Don't try that. That one's bad. Don't try that one. But like, I'll just start throwing random stuff in there to make it taste better. And you can make some really gourmet things with ramen, because ramen doesn't have like a flavor to it if you don't add the seasoning. It takes on the flavor of whatever you add to it. So you can make anything really with it. So I'm making sandwiches with it and all this other stuff, and it just turned into this really big thing. And I was like, dope, this is awesome.
You just posted a grilled cheese looking one.
Oh, so good. That one is amazing right there. It's really good. And get the cheese pull too when you make it. It's in the cookbook though. It's in the cookbook.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get our hands on that soon, right? It's on pre-order right now.
Pre-order right now, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what made you think to start making ramen with black water?
Well, honestly, it just looks cool. So I was like, because I didn't really, before I even started using it, I didn't really know the health benefits of it or whatever. I was like, it's black though. Like, oh, that's cool. It's not really black anyway, it's like brown, but whatever. Yeah. I was like, it's black though. So I started adding it into dropping it again. And then I started in the store and I did that, and it just went crazy viral. People was like, oh, he's like, what is those drops? You turn the water black, this, that, and the third. And they wanted me to do more stuff with the black drops. And I was like, okay, cool, bet. And then you guys reached out to me, and I was like, I would love to work with you guys.
Again, organic.
Yeah,
I love
organic.
that. Just a match made in heaven.
Absolutely, yeah.
So tell us about the cookbook.
Well, so like I said, I've been making this since 2021, right? So it's a bunch of random ingredients. I would just wake up in the morning, find some stuff in my cabinet, and make a video out of it, try to make it look as good as possible. Never in a million years did I think that it would be turned into a cookbook. So all those recipes that I did when I first started, like the ramen lasagna, the ramen grilled cheese, the ramen chicken nuggets, the ramen chips, the ramen, whatever you name it, it's in the cookbook. Smoothie, everything's in there, right? So like all of that, someone reached out to me and said, we want to get a cookbook for you, because this is a really good idea. We think no one's doing this, but we've never seen anything like it before. So I was like, cool, bet, we can put it in there. That was cool. So yeah, that was the whole cookbook coming out, like 50 plus recipes.
And is it going to be a hardcover, or is it just like a digital?
It's a hardcover, and you can also get it as a digital one too.
Like on Amazon Kindle or something like that.
Yeah, they're selling it everywhere. It's like in Barnes & Noble, and it's all over the world. Yeah, it's
huge.
Pretty cool. I'm excited about it.
And I didn't mention you have almost 11 million TikTok followers.
I do.
So how's that going to work with everybody's expecting ramen from you?
Yeah.
But you said you're also doing other things as of late.
Yeah.
So how do you pivot?
It can be scary pivoting, because if you grow your entire audience like doing one thing, for a lot of content creators, they get stuck in this big bubble and they can't get out of it, because like they do anything else, they can't pivot. Over the years, I kind of knew this. I'm a marketing major. I graduated from East Carolina University. Go Pirates.
Awesome.
So I know a little thing about marketing. So I've been like sprinkling in other things this entire time, like ASMR, my dog, like cooking for my dog, and just doing other things, unboxings. So I've been doing all of those so I could pivot, because like I knew ramen was my biggest thing, but I didn't want that to be what I was known for, even though I took the name Ramen King Ivan. But so now it's easier for me to pivot because I've done that.
Right.
Like I set myself up for success when it comes to that. So like I do like ASMR, which is my biggest thing that I have right now, because those videos do numbers, right? And I can do ASMR with me just like washing my hands now. Those are like super popular. I've used some of your drops actually. It does nothing. I don't know if it does anything for my skin, but it looks cool, right?
I saw that.
So yeah, those videos do way better than my ramen ones ever did. super exciting. But yeah,
Can you give us an example of your little sounds ASMR that you do?
That's like the thing, right?
I love that.
It used to be, I used to yell a lot. So I used to be like, busting, like, it was just so good, but I couldn't do that, obviously, because I'm going to blow people's eardrums out. So I just spent it just like.
And you do a little bit of mukbang too, I want to say, because when you're eating, you're like.
Oh, yeah. We gotta, I can probably do that. What kind of, yeah, because mukbang is when you eat a bunch of food and you're eating it in the camera, and it's like, it makes a noise naturally, right?
Oh, okay, now, yeah.
Like, what I do, I don't like ASMR that's just like making noise for the sake of making noise. Like they were like 25 triggers and doing all this other stuff and like slurping food. I don't like that sound. It messes with my ears. So like I just do like ooh, like would you look at this beautiful thing, righty? Just like lower my voice down a little bit so it's more calming to the ears and like satisfying to the ears there. Yeah.
And then are people surprised when they hear your regular voice? Because for a while I thought you had a low voice like that.
No, I mean, I have a pretty deep voice, but like I can't talk like this when I'm filming ASMR because it's too loud. So when I talk to people, when I go live and I'm like streaming on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, they be like, this is your real voice? Like, I didn't never believe you can sound like that. I'm like, what you mean, bro? I can sound like a ton of different things.
Yeah. You got to start differentiating now because people don't like change.
They do not. Like the whole, I wear a wig. I brought the wig too, but I wear a wig most of the time because I don't know. I just did it one time as a joke as one of my characters. Like I have a uncle who's obsessed with eating butter, right? So I started pretending to be this uncle who would interrupt me while I was making videos, and he eats butter. He's like, hey, nephew, where's my butter at over here? And all that stuff. But he had a wig, right? So I wore it once, and everybody was like, where's the wig? Where's the wig? I'm like, that's not my real hair, but I'll grow a fro in like 2 days. But I just started wearing it just for whatever. And now I'm trying to transition away from the wig back to my normal hair. And that part is kind of, the people like, put the wig back on.
I like the bleach hair, but did you get rid of that?
I had the bleach hair. It was cool for a minute. I was going to go like bleach, and then dye the color, but.
It's high maintenance, let me tell you.
It is high maintenance. Yeah. So you look amazing though. Like, I couldn't pull it off. That was amazing.
I liked it. It looked cool.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, good. Let's get into this ramen.
Okay.
So it's Nissan, you said?
It's Nissan. I used to say Nissan all the time, but it's Nissan.
And this is the company that makes the most famous one, right?
Yeah, this is the biggest brand in like America right now. It's Nissan. They make cup noodles. Everyone knows what cup noodles are, right?
Yes.
This is one of their new ones. It's a hot and spicy firewalk one.
Okay.
They flew me out to New York to unveil this one, which is pretty cool. They flew me out to New York to unveil it. They had like firefighters making competition to see who can make like the best spicy ramen.
Okay.
I had to test all these firefighters' food. It was so good.
How fun! So you are like partnered with them. You're an influencer for.
Yeah. Well, we work together on a lot of things. They have a new flavor coming out for their cup noodles, which is really interesting.
What's that? Do you put that stuff in first?
You put this in. My bad. So you put the what's this? The vegetable crumbles inside. Now traditionally this is made in the microwave. You don't do it with the hot water, but I do this all the time. You're fine.
Is it better in the microwave?
Debatable. I mean, it cooks a lot faster in the microwave because we're gonna just put hot water in it and then.
And you gotta let it sit.
You gotta let it sit for a
like the traditional cup of noodles. That's in college. I also lived off of that.
Oh yeah, then this one right here. You save the hot. You like spicy, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. You put the spicy stuff in afterwards, right?
Okay, like the oil.
Yeah, put the oil in there. Yeah. Because their noodles, these noodles are infused with like chili. So like it has like a really cool flavor to when you eat it. So you can taste it when you put it in there.
So when you did the fighter competition, or what was it? Like you tested their food?
Yeah, they made like really, I think it was like some media thing they made, and they made like these like big dishes using the ramen and whatnot. I was like, this is really good, dude. I was surprised. It was kind of hard to.
What was your favorite?
It was just one. What was it? It was like some beef thing. It was really good though. I'll tell you what it's
See the line, I think.
You see it?
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
We're gonna just close that off for right now. Probably should do this at the beginning.
I know. It's all right.
It's all good. But yeah, it's really good. They have a new flavor coming out though for their cup noodle. They had pumpkin spice one time, and they did a breakfast cup noodle. That one was really good.
That's really hard to get my head around.
Pumpkin spice one threw me off a little bit. I was like, pumpkin spice, like.
And what'd you think of that?
It was actually pretty good because I love. You call me basic if you want to, but I love pumpkin spice lattes. I don't really care. They're really good.
Me too.
It had an everything bagel one as well.
Okay, that sounds good.
That one was good.
It's the sweet that I'm not so sure about.
Yeah, the breakfast, it came in a little tiny bottle of syrup. So you put the syrup on there and have little sausage bits in there and egg. So it was actually pretty good. It was surprisingly good.
It makes me think of Elf when he like pours maple syrup all over his pasta.
Yeah, exactly, which is really, that's good too, by the way. I don't know if I've had it before. I worked with HelloFresh on that. and they wanted me to recreate it, and it was actually pretty good.
What else did he put? He had like
Candy.
Skittles?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of candy. It's low key. Like I was making it. Oh, this is gonna be disgusting. But then I ate it. So you gotta open your taste buds.
It's all what's in your head because really plain spaghetti has no flavor. So you're just thinking, oh, that's wrong, right? This is a good one. This is your favorite
one. Yeah, favorite for sure. You think it's wrong, but it's not. Like my entire cookbook is full of recipes where you think this is not going to be good. What is this? Like a dragon fruit ramen? That sounds disgusting. But dragon fruit doesn't have a flavor to it.
It's just hot, turns everything hot pink, right?
Yeah, it makes the noodles look really cool. Yeah. Love it. You gotta just open your mind. Open your mind a little bit. Open your mind.
So what's next for you?
Well, I'm still doing ramen as I can't let my OG fans down, you know? So I still gotta do ramen. I'm eventually going through like a name change, so I'm not gonna be known as Ramen King Ivan. It's still gonna be something similar, but not Ramen King Ivan, right? And I'm gonna continue to do like my ASMR stuff. I think ASMR is a really big thing that, for some reason, I do it differently than most people. So ASMR is a really big thing for me going forward. I'm working with this company called Domestika.
Okay.
They make classes for, it's not like masterclass, but it's like their version of it. And I'm teaching a whole ASMR course on how to do ASMR like I do ASMR.
Cool.
Because apparently I do it differently.
Yeah, how do you do it differently? What do you mean?
Well, because like I said, people, they do things like tapping on things.
Yeah.
And they do like triggers or, me, I think I do it differently in the sense where I capture the noises of everyday things that you do. Like for example, I would like you getting ready in the morning or whatever. You doing your day, look of the day. Like everything you're doing makes a noise. You pulling your shirt down on your thing, putting shoes on, brushing your hair, all that stuff makes noises. So I specialize in capturing those noises and like showcasing those noises in a way that you've never really thought about. And it's very satisfying to hear those noises because you never really even think they'll be there.
Right. And that is what I would think ASMR should be, actually.
I do too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
It's almost like the sound effects people for a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
How I found out that they redo every sound. The closing of the door, the walking of the heels, that's all done post-production.
Yeah.
You don't realize that.
You don't. And like it's really hard to capture in the moment because of all the noises and the stuff around it. But that's my thing. So when I cook, I capture all those noises. Like every subtle noise, I try to capture it whenever I'm drinking something or brushing my dog. That's a really big one because all of that is just noise. Even him just licking his lips, we want to capture that noise as well. So ASMR is like a really big thing for me because I think that accelerated me to 10.7 and almost 16 million across all my platforms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I've noticed you're really good at integrating. It's probably your marketing background. Like I saw you're using the Scrub Daddy sponge.
Yeah.
And then, first of all, that's great content for them, but it's an interesting video. So you're so good at taking something mundane like a sponge and making it interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you say that that's kind of your specialty too?
It is. Well, I do that very strategically though, because like, for example, BLK, like I don't think you guys would knew who I was if I didn't use your product first.
Right.
So I do that very strategically. So like I'll use a product that I know that I can get a lot of views on it because it looks really cool. So I'll do that free promo for the first one or whatever, and then I'll just use that in the video. One, people see it, they're like using a scrub daddy to wash your hands. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna watch the rest of this video, and then so if it looks really cool, I'll just like throw it in the video. And then I'll tag them. And then usually they'll reach out and be like, hey, we saw this video.
Yeah.
We'd love to work with you or send you some free product and this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. We can work together. Yeah.
So it's strategic.
Very strategic.
And now you're going to start thinking like, maybe I should put a Lambo in my next video.
Right, I know, right? Right? Like, honestly, be good. Send me a free Lambo.
Yeah, whatever you need in life.
No, yeah, because eventually it's free marketing. Like, why would you go out and create your own social media, which is very smart for brands to do that. But why would you do that when you have someone like me who's like, I already have like this huge following and I can just help get your product in front of those eyeballs.
And we're all trying to find different ways to talk about the same thing.
Exactly.
So you are such a different way to use our product, right? In ramen. So. This episode of Balance, Love, and Kindness, the podcast, is brought to you by BLK Water. Did you know it's black because of fulvic and humic minerals? Fulvic acid has been considered a god molecule in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years for its healing properties. It's amazing for gut health, cell detox, natural energy, electrolytes, hangover prevention, and your hair, skin, and nails. Find us on Amazon or your local grocery store. Use our store locator to find an Erewhon, Whole Foods, Publix, or Target near you that carries BLK and get your detox on today. What do we think? Could it possibly
we should be good.
ready?
We should be good.
Do we add the oil now?
Oh, yeah. Can I get that fork?
Oh, yep.
Sorry. I usually use chopsticks, but I don't have enough chopsticks right now.
I would too. I would use chopstick.
You can't, like, eating this with chopsticks is just much better. So much better. All right, so this may be like, you put it in the microwave, it makes the noodles a little bit more al dente. So this is going to be a little interesting, but just give it a little mixy before you actually eat the thing, because otherwise you're just going to be eating a mouthful of bits.
Okay.
All right, gonna put that in there. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely different than the normal cup of noodles I'm used to.
Yeah, this one's really
good.
really good. Yeah,
It's like gourmet.
this is good. I like this one.
Where do you find these?
You can buy them in Walmart, and you can get them in like Kroger, Vons. You remember? They're pretty cool. Oh. It's a little bit spicy.
A little too spicy? I'm scared.
I just got a mouthful of spice, though. That's all it is, baby. It's not that spicy, though. I just got a whole mouthful of oil. That's all it is. Yeah.
I like it.
The noodle consistency is a little different when you just add the water. It tastes a little different when you put it in the microwave. Yeah, well, it's not bad. Not too shabby.
But you said you like packets better than cups.
I do, because like the packets, you can take the seasoning pack out one. Because when you get it in a cup, well, this has the season differently, but when it's a cup noodle, I like to take the packet out and season my chicken with the packet of ramen. Because I don't like using all the seasoning in my ramen itself, because it's like a lot of sodium.
That's the whole unhealthy, the worst part of it for you is the packet, right, of salt.
Yeah, so it's like 5,000 something sodium. So I'm like, So I usually use it to season my shrimp or season my beef or whatever, and I don't use the rest of the seasoning packet. I use like
It's not necessary.
No, I use like low sodium broth, like an actual chicken broth, and I make my ramen with that because it flavors the ramen itself, right? And then, or I'll add like, just for aesthetic purposes, add some BOK drops in there just to make it look like a little different. And then, because it's all about selling it visually. So if they make it look really good, one, people will think it's going to taste good anyway, regardless if it's good or bad.
Right.
Yeah, that's just my approach to it.
Should we put some BLK drops in here?
Let's do it.
These are flavorless, right? We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
But why not add fulvic acid to everything because it's so good for you,
Exactly.
right? It does look really cool.
Right, doesn't it? It adds a little thing to it. So you're like, ooh. It kind of gives me like the squid ink effect when you put.
There you go.
I don't know if you had squid ink ramen before.
I have actually. Well, squid ink pasta.
Pasta, yeah. Same thing. But it turns it super black. But like squid ink has like a flavor to it, obviously.
It does, huh?
Yeah. This one, like, it gives you that look without the taste of the squid.
And do your followers say, what is like? Do you ever have to explain what BLK is?
Yeah, because they think it's black. I thought it was black. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was black too when I first saw it, and then I was like, yeah, let's get some black water. And then I think Savannah or somebody reached out to me and was like, you need to stop saying like black. It's not black. It's BLK. It says it on the bottle. I was like, oh, it does? Like, my bad. So it's balance, love, and kindness. I had to explain that to my. Yeah, I had to explain that.
Even I say black water too, just because.
Yeah.
It's like the literal version, kind of. You've got the acronym, and then it is black water.
It is.
You know, and so we say it both ways. We all say it both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I don't know if you want to leave this in here or not, but it's funny because like they'll be like they'll make jokes about it. Like they'll be like, oh, he's drinking the BLK water so he can be. Wait, let me hang out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you have to say because I hear this a lot too.
Well, I don't know if you hear this one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Like, so I'm dark skinned, right? So they'll be like, oh, I'll wash my hands or something. And they'll be like, oh, you can't do that because you need to drink some more BOK water so you can like be black again or something like that, right? So they'll make jokes like that. So I'll always respond in the video like, oh no, my melatonin's running low. I know it's melanin.
Like
you're
trying to add it.
I gotta add it back into my system. So I'll just like open my cabinet full of BOK water and just chug one. And they'll be like, oh, he's back.
Hilarious. Like you got whitewashed.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I gotta get it. That is BOK water. I love it.
I get from people like, oh, it's black water. Is it for black people? Like everybody has a little play on the term black water, and maybe that's why we're like, it's balance, love, kindness.
I get it, and I love it.
Yeah.
I think I got sent a hat, and it said BOK on it. So I wear a hat everywhere. So I had this lady come up behind me, and she was like, I support you, like for wearing that. I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, that hat. Like, I was like, this is. I didn't say anything. I didn't correct her. I was like, thank you. Appreciate it, but it's not black.
And then transversely, I was walking around the airport with the BLK sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
And people were giving me faces kind of like, why are you wearing that sweatshirt? It didn't say Liquid Life or something. So, but that's a good brand. I think if it makes you question.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I like using it in my videos, because people have so many questions and have so many opinions about it. So I'm just like, this is good for the algorithm. It's good for comments.
Totally.
Like, do your thing.
Yeah. Well, one more time to tell everybody where they can find you.
My name is Ivan McCombs, better known as Ramen King Ivan. You can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. Wherever you see a video, I'll be there.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.